Hello guys, it's Kevin, aka Knight, with another Paragon. We're going to go over Aurora today, and her abilities are Frozen Sword. It's her basic. She swings the sword every 1.2 seconds, dealing 58 basic damage. Her Frozen Simulacrum, I can't say that word. Aurora leaps 700 units in the direction she is moving, leaving behind an icy statue of herself. The replica will draw aggro from enemy minions, towers, and stays in the world for 7 seconds. Glacier Charge. She dashes forward for 1200 units range, leaving behind an ice trail that other heroes can walk on. She deals 40 ability damage to enemy heroes she dashes through. Hoarfrost creates a ring on the ground around her. Touching the ring deals 75 ability damage and applies root for 0.75, 1.25, and 1.5 seconds. Pretty much it levels up the seconds as you level it up, naturally. The ring stays in the world for 4 seconds. Cryosm. Freezes an area by negative 300 max movement speed, slow to all enemies for 1.5 seconds. After 2 seconds, the ice enemy will explode, stunning the target for 1 second and causing 180 ability damage and small AO each target. Enemies inside the explosion will have new explosion applied to them. And I'm just going to show you some of the skins you get with her. This is her basic. Pretty nice. This is the challenger skin you get once you unlock mastery mode, and this is the one you can buy, which is pretty neat. It's nice. Get these colors. This is the one I like the most. And we'll go over the deck real quick. The first deck I'm going to show you is Aurora. Attack speed. You can do power, either or. Health potion, naturally. Killer token, the average. Madstone gem with 12 power, 5.5 attack speed, 3 strikes for 12 power each. Madstone gem again, 12 power, 5.5 attack speed, and 3 minor strikes. This is Meltdown, 12 power, 2 ability penetration, fully upgraded you get 6 power. And I run 3 attack power, 1 strike, and 1 focus shot for more ability penetration. And these are pretty much the same. This one's Meltdown again, 12 power, 2 ability pin, 6 power, fully upgraded. You get 18 power, another ability pin, and a strike. And then the last one, pretty much the same. 12 power, 2 ability pin, fully upgraded 6 power, 2 major casts for 18 power apiece, and a strike for 2 power. And then this is your late game choices. It's either or. You have Siphon. That gives you 1.4 health regen and 2.5 lifesteal when equipped. Fully upgraded gives you an additional 5 points of lifesteal. I run a Greater Drain, a Focus Drain, and a Heal. So that puts your health regen. This gives you a bonus of, gives you like 4 more health regen per second, which is pretty good. Or you can run this if you're still having trouble surviving in the lanes. This is your adamantium. Depends on how you want to equip this. This gives you 6 power and 50 health. Fully upgrade gives you 12 power. You can run this. This is either or. You can run it as a survival mode, a healer mode, a survivor mode, or a pusher mode, which, you know, just do more damage. Depends on how the game is going. Like, this is one of your later games you'll want to get. You can either do the greater drains, the greater health, and the small health, or the major cast and the regular cast, or you can mix them up if you just want to do, like, I want like 1 greater health, 1 major cast, and then like an health or another cast or something along that line. And then we'll go into a game. Alright, so Just depends on the role you want to take. We'll just do the regular Aurora, the DPS. So like, if you want to jungle, you'd probably want the health potion and the healer token. But I'm playing the safe lane, so we're just going to take the health potion and the Madstone gem. The first one I usually get is the Frost, just because it's really good early game, because nobody really has getaways first. So if you get into a fight early game, it'll let you root, and usually you'll get the kill pretty easily. Oh, he's a runner. We'll let him get away. There's no point in chasing in the minions.
An enemy has been slain.
Where everybody go?
The minions are going to the tower. There's no point in chasing in there. Ooh, the steel's back. Now, you'll want to get, I usually get the Frozen Zimmerclack just because it's a really good way to, it's a really good getaway because the minions will start attacking it, and the good thing is like, if y'all are pushing a tower and you run out of minions, you can pop that and the tower will not target you. So to give you a chance to easily just get away from the tower and do whatever you need to do. It's one of the better getaways in this game, I think. It has a long cooldown, but just as long as you use it wisely, you should be perfectly fine. The turret right there, he's stuck in between my thing and the tower. We have a point, we'll go back, buy something real quick, perfectly fine. You want to get this first one maxed out because it'll give you a power advantage early in the game that you win a lot of fights. In late game, you don't have to keep it. You can trade it for the added radium sword. In early game, she is a little squishy, so just be careful on how you initiate fights. This is where he dies and we live. Thought we would get him, but oh well. We're good. We'll just take these minions every time. We get one more point, we can go back. They get away pretty early in the game, but once you get your ultimate, it's a really good way to initiate fights. It's a really powerful ultimate if used correctly. Just gotta be careful sometimes on how you use it. There we go, we got that kill. We'll just push this a little bit, get some damage on the tower. might even get this tower. Just play a ring on the rosy real quick. Pop your super. And he dies. Your super with your ring, unless they have a real good getaway, will almost guarantee a kill. Because the super freezes them and it lets you take it down. Just throw damage on them. And then the ring, when they start to get away, right before they start to move, just pop the ring out and it will damage them and then root them, and then you can just say so long. We got that tower on that side done. They're needing help on the left lane, so we'll come help these guys real quick. Just, you know, don't be greedy. Helping your teammates helps you out. This is a team game after all. You go 20-1, and if your team is struggling and can't hold their lanes, then, you know, you still lose the game. Just make a barrier. Let your team escape. There we go. Got him. This ice ball, the ice ring, it's hard to get used to at first because it's not like a straight shows you exactly where it's going to be. But once you get used to the range, you can deploy it pretty effectively. Just pop a health potion, get some health back. But we're not going to be able to push this tower just yet. We almost have our super, so we can pop our super, get the kill, go here, push this lane back down so they don't take our tower. Oop, here comes the steal. He tried to rush us. He got greedy. We pushed him into the tower. Another good thing about your ice wall is if minions are attacking your tower, which you might see this game, you might not. If they're attacking your tower, you can just ice wall and give your minions time to get to the tower without the tower actually taking any damage. They're having trouble over here.
Enemy has been slain.
They seem to be having trouble pushing this lane, so we'll just help them push this lane real quick. Oh wow, he didn't die. Thought he would die. That's okay. I mean, kept them off our lane. They should be able to get that tower now. Well, 6-2, that's not too bad. I got greedy on that. Probably shouldn't have did that. Actually, I shouldn't have did that. Staying alive is more important than getting a kill, usually. Because I'm out of the fight for X amount of seconds. I mean, I took him out of the fight, but... Just one of those things, you know. Shouldn't have did it, but I did it. And if that happens, you know, just don't think too bad on yourself. I mean, mistakes are made, you know. I knew better, but I did it. You know, sometimes you just get greedy. It's hard to fight it sometimes, but, you know, live, learn, get loves. I have no guys here, so just push back.
An allied tower destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Pop the potion real quick. Get in. This dude's just coming over here trying to steal our kills. This kinda sucks. Now, we'll upgrade the circle. He should really be in his lane. There's nobody in the middle lane, so we're gonna have to switch lanes. Get some of that river buff. Now, Gideon's really hard for you to fight because got that tower. Just back away now. There's no point in trying to push. He has his minions. You don't have any minions. You don't have your super. So we have 4 points. We'll clear these minions out of this lane and then we'll go back. The Gideon's there, but we're fine. Now we'll get one of these. More than likely we'll get this one. Probably this one. This one has the ability pin. Now our abilities have some penetration, 2 points of penetration. You don't need a lot of penetration. Usually like 10 points of penetration is pretty good for average amount of heroes. Some more tankier heroes you won't be able to kill with your super plus your ring, and you might have to do a little bit of chasing down, but it shouldn't be too bad. You see here they're doing a push to the middle, which is fine. We can, with our super, we can push them back. I mean, it sucks not getting a kill with your super, but hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta protect your lanes. If towers go down, you can't win games. Time for us to go. Her moves can be used offensively and defensively, just depends on how you want to do things. Now we'll get this strike real quick, and then we'll head back. And we're having the dueling because, sadly, our Gideon is just doing whatever he wants to do. It's just kind of crappy. You play with people like this. There's no point in getting mad, raging at them. I mean,
An enemy has been slain.
what we'll do, we'll just make a wall here. So they just can't push on us, give us time for immunity. You can't get away. Now, we'll just finish out our ring. Our ring and our super is the main two offensive slash abilities you have. The other two are your getaways. They're really good getaways. I mean, she has 2 getaways, which is freaking awesome. I mean, you can actually use the other 2 abilities as getaways, because they have to go around them to get to you. So we're going to have to go to the right lane to help defend that.
Allied tower destroyed.
Before we go, we'll just go ahead and get this penetration. We have our super, so we can deal with him pretty well. He just pop. He freezes, takes some damage. Oh. Mistimed it, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Take that tower. He shouldn't chase him down. I mean, if the enemy comes supports that guy anytime soon, that Gideon's just dead. There's no way you should be chasing with that minimal amount of health. See, really, he should be teleported back to base right now. I'm just, like, for future reference, if you're playing and you have that low health, just go ahead and teleport back to base. Even in mid game how it is right now, like if an enemy just pops in, jumps in real quick, dashes, if he uses his dash or his smash on him, he just dies. And then what is that doing for you? What's it doing for your team? Nothing. See, Gideon came to back him up, tone it up. So we'll just backtrack. And we almost have the tower down. We'll go ahead, finish off this card, and now we have 125 attack speed, 126 power, and 8 ability penetration. Next, you'll want to get, this is about the time in the game that I usually get my
Annihilation.
my life link, just so you can sustain a lane push by yourself. You just don't have to teleport back to base as much. And if you need to, after you get your life drains in, you can just, if you need to, just jungle a little bit. If you know you're not going to be able to push a lane effectively, just, you know, get some jungle buffs for experience. So they want us to attack the mid lane, but we really don't have this lane push back far enough to sustain that. Because if we push that mid lane right now, we'd fight the Gideon. This lane would be left open. And then after lane be left open, yeah, see. Get that kill. See, they would have double pushed this lane if we would have went over there, and we probably would have been able to get back in time. We probably would have got over there, killed some minions, and then realized they almost have our tower, and then we would have had to jump back, and maybe not in time. Instead, we get this tower. We get to push it a little bit more. Just be smart about your engagements. Like, there's no way we can take that tower, and there's probably no way we could even kill an enemy inside that tower right now. So it's just play smart. You don't want to get too aggressive. See, he's pushing that. So now we can effectively push the middle, but we really need to push the left lane because, as you can see, you saw 3 enemies on there. Because we have the right lane pushed back a pretty good amount. So there's no fear of them getting to our tower right away. So we can effectively push this lane a little bit, help our team out. Maybe we'll be able to get this tower in time, maybe not. If we see they're like where our second tower used to be, if they're there, just head back. This drunk is dead. Now we can push a little bit. There's no point in pushing them right now. They have minions, we don't. We'll just back up a little bit. But what we can do this. Cut him off from his minions. And start a fight. And this is where, you know, that ice wall is very versatile. I would suggest just trying different things with it. Try to get creative. See what you can do and what you can't do. Oh, she was just out of range. We can jump forward, try to push her. And we'll get her. Good job. As you can see, the Gideon's over there protecting our lane, which is good. Now that the Gideon has come over here in the grunts, we can save her. If she would, well, I mean, you can't save them if they don't know when to back up. I mean, that's something we can't control. Because I mean, it was a real big factor that the Gideon could have just teleported to him, and then it would have been a really hard fight for us. Now we can get a greater drain and another drain. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We have that lane pushed. Gideon's pushing the right, so now we can push this middle, take this tower, and put more pressure on them. Once you get pressure on them like this, you can very easily attack Orb Prime. We could have went after that Gideon, but it was a very possibility that they would have took our tower. We just don't want that. Block off some of the enemy minions so we can take most of these guys down. And now, see, the tower's shooting them through the ice wall, but they can't shoot the tower, which is really pretty good too. See, this Gideon's pushing us, and we can very easily go after him in a second. We could push him, but as you can see, we're pushing him back pretty well. So they're concentrating on that Gideon, so just take this tower real quick, get it done. Push them off the tower, so maybe they'll be able to get the tower. To the enclosed lane, and the enemies are getting close to our other lane, so we can just get this drain. Now we can just get rid of this, equip another one of these, just continue on. We missed her with it. Sometimes you miss. But she's low enough we can push her. Get her. So now we can just push these enemy minions. Just regain our health. He's rooted, so the enemy minions can do most of the work on it. And we can finish it off. So the ice wall, it does some damage, but I wouldn't count on it to get a lot of your kills. Apparently we're going to have to go back because they're attacking our right lane. Let's get this right here.
An allied inhibitor is under attack.
Get this guy. Get him out. She really shouldn't be in this lane with me. She should actually be in the left lane. There we go. We got him. We got him. Get some new minions. Get some health back. We might be able to actually get this tower. Let's try to get facilitate this kill maybe. Yep. Uh-oh. Time for us to wait. They are pushing us hard. He really shouldn't be there, but
An allied tower is under attack.
now we can finish off this card. So now we have 10 ability pin, 192 power, and 130 attack speed.
Allied tower destroyed.
So now if that lane is pushed up, we can actually just take this, start pushing this lane down. Separate the enemy minions. So now our minions have a chance to catch up. Now this is where your late game starts to come in. I mean, you can get rid of that that early game card if you want, but I wouldn't until you have to. You have to actually get rid of it. they're taking out the core. Should take out the core before this push happens. Yep. Same.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, leave the comments and likes, and also subscribe. If you want to watch some more of our other videos, they should be over here somewhere, so go check those out. Everything, helps us out, Until then, happy platforming!